They move up well on the 2-year-old. The first of 4 here, a bit of a breeze to their face when they let the mobile go here in the front straight. Now galloping away from 2 was Smile at Me. I couldn't miss you there, unfortunately. Working across nicely, Coco's Fellas taking up the running easily from the pole marker Fantasy Beach. Without cover, Don't Tell Alice. In turn, they're racing through back the pegs. It's All About Murray. Just inclined to hang a little bit on that bottom corner is Winning Spirit, and the one that just made a little bit of a misdemeanour, but it hasn't lost too much ground, but about 15 away off the back of them is Smile at Me. They head down the back, and Coco's Fella does it stylishly at the moment. Nathan Jack has a lap full of horse for the David Van Ryn, about 8 metres clear from Fantasy Beach for Jeff Gilhill. In turn, they're about 4 or 5 metres away, taking up the slack. It's All About Murray, which is Mark Lee. Don't Tell Alice has been able to slot in 4 back the pegs there for Rod Caldwell for Greg. Second last at the moment, they're just, as I said, inclined to hang a little bit there. Winning Spirit for David Aiken, and tacking on there after giving them a little bit of a start, Smile at Me. Jimmy O'Sullivan aboard for Jason Tyack. They complete 1 full lap. Not a lot of speed on at the moment, but Coco's Fellas doing it stylishly and able to dictate terms up in front, and we'll lead them down to get the bell this time. 2-year-old field here, but because another month or so, they well, less than a month, they'll be getting a little bit older by the minute. And Coco's Fellow, here's the chimes of the bell first of all. 1,000 metres to go. Fantasy Beach there on the leader's back, all Indian file at the moment. Believe it or not, Smile at Me, the one that's giving them the start, was edging off there off the back to commence some sort of run, but up in front, Coco's Fella shows the way clear at the 800 metre peg. Fantasy Beach still holding down second from It's All About Murray. Just pulling a couple of strings there. Might have been the deafness came out on Don't Tell Alice. Winning Spirit. And last of all there, Smile at Me. Past the 600 though, and they're strung out like snags at the moment, and Coco's Fella got a handy break of about 1.5 lengths from in second spot Fantasy Beach. On its back in turn, It's All About Murray. They've opened up a gap of about 10 metres there to Don't Tell Alice. Trying to make ground now, Winning Spirits out into the running line there and improving it to be up into fourth there, and about 20 metres away there, Smile at Me. On the corner though, Fantasy Beach has pulled off the back of this leader and gathered it in there in the middle of the track. Fantasy Beach got to the top here, battling back there on the inside. There is Coco's Fella, but it's Fantasy Beach in front, and Fantasy Beach is going to prevail. Fantasy Beach wins, make it a metre on the line there to Coco's Fella. Don't Tell Alice fought it out well back on the pegs. Winning Spirit made late ground with It's All About Murray, and off their backs there last of all was Smile at Me.